welcome to the IHN show, episode number 70. Yes, that's right, we've been going 70 episodes with this total show, so, I mean, I guess we're doing something, right? What that something is, no idea. In fact, we've already been talking about, well, no, you know what, we won't even bring that up, it's a different thing, different story. So, anyways, if you remember last week, again, if you're watching this on the podcast, I started the podcast, the audio version, halfway through the intro, but big whoop, you just missed an intro. Big whoop. On Monday when we live stream this, or whenever you decided to listen to our podcast, or this or that, or whatever, we did not really cover much IndyCar news, and we didn't cover any NASCAR news. And that was on purpose because we were running out of time. In fact, we ran 7 minutes over what we wanted to anyways. So, we'll try and do, because our goal is to limit this to an hour and a half. As you know, we've been very bad at doing that, so.
Yeah.
Alright. Anyways, here's my partner in crime, Andrew.
And I can't wait until we get into the hockey segment. Ladies and gentlemen, it is springtime here in Michigan. Springtime means playoff hockey. From now on, I am gonna do WHL and OHL playoffs until we get a champion. Not only on Wednesdays, but on Mondays too, because if they play on Wednesday, and then it's going to be Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. So they'll play 3 games during a round. Right. So
they're like a best of 3 series?
No. They're best of 7 for all 4 rounds. But over the course of Wednesday, with the day we get done recording, up until Monday, the next day we record, they'll have covered 3 games in a round.
Okay, I get you now.
So,
okay, really, they're a best of 7. The AHL first 2 rounds are best of 5.
The first round is best of 5 only. The second round is best of 7.
Did they just change that?
No, that's been around for a while.
I could have swore the first 2 rounds are best of 5. Oh well.
Anyway.
Right. And I'm most excited for getting into NASCAR so we can do some more total railage on NASCAR for totally ing up the 2020 schedule. But hey, we don't want to spoil it. So, the first thing we do is last week, Numbnuts over there, gotta get my timer ready. Oh, yes, it is that time.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's great, isn't it?
Yep.
The horror. So, last episode, Andy was the one who asked me the questions, and we go back and forth now, so we can do, just to do something different. So, this time, it is my turn, and I feel I'm not going to lie, I may have done a little more difficult of a track. So, but I'll try and keep the hints coming constantly, the best I can. Okay, I am where is my mileage? Holy hell. Oh, that's kilometers.
That's better.
I'm so silly. Alright, so the main Grand Prix circuit, okay, Grand Prix circuit,
yep, is
3.609 miles and has 18 turns. 3.609 miles and 18 turns. The East Circuit is 1.394 miles and 7 turns. The West Circuit is 2.154 miles and 9 turns. The current Grand Prix circuit was from 2003 till as of today when this was recorded. The original circuit from 62 to 82, which was without a final chicane, was 3.728 miles and 17 turns. The track was built or opened in 1962 and is owned by the Honda Motor Company and has a capacity of 155,000. It is a foreign track. It is not in the United States.
It is F1.
Yes, F1 does go here, actually.
Oh, gee. Can I be honest right now and tell you that I do not know any F1 tracks?
This one you might know. It's a pretty popular track. Pretty well-known track. It's not going to be in the book, but, let me see here.
Figures.
The circuit closed for a year in order to renovation to make to an F1 compliant for 2009, with the last major event held on November 18th, 2007. It also hosts a 8-hour endurance race and a 1,000-kilometer endurance race, too. And the Formula 1 has been going there for a while. There is a corner called it's called 130R. And the following two major accidents in 2002-2003, one of the main issues in safety has been the corner 130R. In 2002, Toyota F1 driver Allan suffered a high-speed crash through the bump, which sent him through a metal fence. He was not seriously injured. Lucky. Track officials revised the 130R, redesigning it as a double apex section, one with a 85-meter radius, and then a second featuring 340-meter radius, leading to much closer queso triangle chicane, with the chicane becoming a bus stop type for motorcycles. However, the problem continued for the news revised section during the 2003 Moto Grand Prix. Track's first major event since revisions. Moto Grand Prix rider, not even gonna try that. A Moto Grand Prix rider was killed when he crashed in a new section on his way to a braking zone. Moto Grand Prix has not returned to this track since the incident. Come on. It starts with the letter S. You've got 17 seconds. It holds the Japanese Grand Prix for Formula One.
I have no idea.
Oh, come on. Out of time. If you can't do time, don't do the crime. The course I was looking for, with a capacity of 155,000 peoples, is Suzuki International Racing Course.
Really?
Yeah.
I have never heard of that.
Well, it looks like you need to brush up on some tracks there, buddy.
Yep.
I guess so. Alright. With that, get out of here. I did not want you. Go away. Go away. Thank you. Alright, what was I at? Oh, yeah. With that, past us, we are going to go into the wonderful IndyCar segment. Alright, in the wide world in IndyCar, I forgot to do this actually last week. I forgot to look up what the brain fart TV ratings were for IndyCar and NASCAR. I forgot to do that. So I gotta do that. I'm gonna do that. At the same time, I read a news article, which is probably not gonna end well. Okay, so if you watched the IndyCar race at Circuit of the Americas last week, there was much... what do you want to say? It was kind of controversial how IndyCar said the race was going to roll. So Circuit of the Americas is 20 turns. And, okay, nope, that's that. That's that. Nope. Alright, let me actually go to his tweets. No, come on, scroll up. Bastard. No. Top. I want him. Thank you. Alright. Just lost my train of thought. Okay, so it was a 20 turn. The second to last corner, turn 19, was there. You come around this triple apex, 16, 17, and 18. It's a very fast triple apex. And then you go into this pretty tight left-hand turn. And past that is a lot of pavement, and then a sand bunker, and then a wall. And my mic is delaying, and I hate that when it does that. Okay, well, IndyCar came under the impression that the track was going to have no limits. No limits being that you can use any type of pavement you can find. Well, obviously you can't shortcut the course, but going around turns, you don't have to keep it between the curbs, essentially. You could go past the curbs, because when you go past the curbs, you could carry more speed. Speed, faster, nice. Well, one such incident was when Felix Rosenqvist, who is a rookie, went, and James Hinchcliffe, who is not a rookie, they took turn 19 pretty quick, obviously, so they could use all the track, all the pavement past the curbs. Well, they did that, and Rosenqvist had to come back in, or he was going to hit a wall that came back from going around a sand bunker and then went up to turn 20. Well, Robert Wickens, he didn't quite move in so fast, so Rosenqvist came down and pretty much Hinchcliffe dumped him. And then Rosenquist spun and broke his front wing, and then it was all gong show there. So that's one controversial incident, I guess you could say. The other one was at the very start of the race. Since there was the no limits, going up to turn 1. Have you ever looked at a map of Circuit of the Americas?
I think so, but I'll check that right now.
Okay. So, you have the start-finish line, and then they go up this 133-foot incline, a 13-story incline, up to a very sharp hairpin, left-hand hairpin.
Holy cow, that is a weird-looking track.
Yeah. Well, and it gets really wide, and then it narrows down. Well, past that is more pavement. Even when the track narrows down, there's pavement past the curbing. And with IndyCar having no limits, you could go out past that curbing. Well, Scott Dixon here, started the race, took very well advantage of that. Well, he almost did if it would have worked. But he went around, I think it was at least 2 guys, it could have been 3, around the extra pavement past the curbing in turns 1. And then he ended up losing that. But if he could have held it, he would have had 2 positions gained. Another incident was when Alexander Rossi was passing Colton Herta on the backstretch. Colton Herta kind of was running the bottom, protecting the bottom lane. So when they got to the tight, hard braking zone and tight turn at the end of the backstretch, long backstretch, you could say. Well, Rossi just got a good draft on him and actually dove down below the track onto the paint they had there, which they had used a bunch of paint on that track. Holy crap. It went right around him in that, since there was no track limits. And it's been controversial because that is the only track that IndyCar does that. So, is it bad? I don't think so. Because, should they change it? No, I don't think so. Because it adds a uniqueness to the Circuit of the Americas event for IndyCar. Which, it's going to be different. So, alright, let's see if I can find let's see here. There we go. Alright, now I found the IndyCar ratings, and that's the NASCAR ratings. Alright. So, the IndyCar ratings, NBC Sports earned a total of approximately 349,000 viewers for Sunday's #IndyCar Classic at Code of the Americas, between 341,000 on NBCSN and 8,000 streaming. Last year's second race of the season at Phoenix earned a 258,000. So, that's still a swing of almost 100,000 people. 100,000 more people watching the race. Yep. Hey, that's not bad.
It's alright.
Again, it's not a complete direct comparison, because you're also going from an oval to a road course. So you're going to have more of the IndyCar fans that like road course watch that race.
Yep.
So, and then you're still going to have people that watch IndyCar overall, like me, that just watched it anyway, so they don't care if it's a road course or an oval. And that's NASCAR, so we'll come back to that. Other news, well, not much for IndyCar. That was pretty much the only news, is the debate between the turn 19, because that's where most of the no limits thing happened. Another debate was so if in NASCAR, if you ever pay attention, whenever there's a caution, say we're at Daytona International Speedway, right?
Yep.
There's a there's a wreck on the backstretch, all right? Okay. Whatever. So the caution comes out, caution lights are flashing and all that stuff. If I remember from memory, if there is a wreck that is not impeding the entrance or exit to pit road is open.
Yep.
Now, if there's a wreck right before pit road, obviously it's not going to be open right after pit road. They're not going to open pit road.
Yep.
Well, one thing IndyCar has is whenever a caution comes out, pit road is closed. I don't give a damn where the wreck was on the track. It could be on the other side. It could be at Circuit of the Americas. It could have been on the other side of the track. Doesn't matter. Pits are closed. Well, that can screw some people over badly. Yep. And although this wasn't a complete comparison because we're Felix Rosenquist, it just so happened he happened to wreck right onto the entrance lane to pit road, so obviously pit road is going to be closed.
Yep.
So, but it doesn't quite make sense why whenever there's a caution, the pits are closed. It should depend on where the wreck is. Now, if the wreck, safety vehicles, the car itself, and personnel are right around either the entrance or exit of pit road, then yes, close the pits. But if they're on the other side of the track, like a road course, or if they're on the back stretch of an oval, there's no reason to close the pits. Leave the pits open. They're fine.
Yep.
So that's just another little thing I had. So, all right, you're up for fun fact. Go ahead. Damn it.
All right. Let me see here.
All right.
My fun fact is... here we go. I believe when I was talking to the producer earlier today, he said that sometime around this day was when the IHN show was born and we had our first episode.
9 months ago.
9 months ago. Yeah, 9 months ago. So, not 1 year, 9 months ago. In the course of 9 months, we've now had 70 episodes and we're almost up to 1 year, just 3 more to go. So, speaking of birthdays, my fun fact is about hockey and birthdays. The hockey puck's birthday is February 7, 1876, when some guy who was French, I believe, it doesn't say his name, in Montreal, when the word puck was first recorded in the dictionary, it then, February 7th, 1876, the hockey puck name was born.
1876, really?
Yeah, back in the Civil War days.
Yeah, right? Back in the Stone Age.
Pretty much.
Holy hell.
That is my fun fact.
Yeah. Hold on, let's see if I can... That was the final... There we go. Okay, so that's that. I'll just scroll up to the first one. Alright, sorry, I was doing some research, damn it. Settle down! Damn it. Alright. Where my fun fact is, this is because I thought of this fun fact because of NASCAR's 2020 rule change. Not rule change, sorry, schedule change. Not rule change, schedule change. Idiot. I should lose a dinger for that. Chalk me down for -1, unless I already had one.
You're at -1 right now.
Hey, what do you mean I'm at -1?
You told me to.
Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot. It was too long ago. I just thought of this, but the last time NASCAR added races or races, if possible, to the schedule was in the 2001 season. Ever since the 2001 season, there has been 36 races. When NASCAR went to the modern era, quote-unquote modern era, which was 1971, or 72, excuse me, that's when they cut it down from 50-plus races a year down to the current 30 to 30 and a half. In 1972, there was 31 races. In 73, there was 28. Then from 74 to 78, there was 30 races. From 79 to 81, there was 31. And then from 30, there was 30 races in 82, 83, and 84. 28 and 85, 29 from 86 to 92, 30 and 93, 31 and 94, 95 and 96, 32 and 97, 33 and 94, 33 and 98, and 34 and 99 in 2000, and 36 ever since. I think 34 races would be a good amount.
Yeah.
I think 30's too short, but 36 is too long.
Yep.
So... what the Xfinity Series does, which is right at 38, if I remember correctly, 38, or 30, jeez, 33!
That's better.
33. They do 33 races, if I'm not mistaken. That's like a good amount for the Cup Series.
Yep.
The trucks do, oh, now you're really testing me. I think 30. Could you fact check that, please?
Okay.
I'm 100% sure the Xfinity Series does 33. In fact, I'm sure of that. Unless they added the race, which they didn't. So, if they did the Cup Series at 33 races, the trucks are, I think, either at 28 or 30. I can't remember. It's either 28 or 30. I want to say 30.
For, the Truck Series.
Yes, the Truck Series. It's either 28 or 30, I want to say. If you just type in, like, 29 or 28, or what year is it? 2019 NASCAR Truck Series, or
Hold on.
well, I guess it'd be the Gander Outdoors Truck Series. There is. Let me see what we got going on here. There is a total of 23 races.
23, yeah.
Not even in the same ballpark. All right, so there's 23 races in the Truck Series.
Oh, they're one over.
So they could stay at 23. Shut up. They could stay at 23. If the Cup Series went down to 33, and then the Xfinity Series went down to like 29 or 30, I think, honestly, that would benefit NASCAR more. In my opinion, that would benefit NASCAR. But, again, that's because when they get to September, really, then they start competing with the NFL.
Yep.
So, that's the bonus about the Daytona 500, is that it's 2 weeks after the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So, I mean, it used to be that that it should really push up the Daytona 500 to the week after the Super Bowl. But
yep.
I guess you still have Speed Weeks the week after the Super Bowl, so I guess that works. But then the NFL starts in, let's see, 2019 NFL season. The NFL will start on September 5th. Okay, NASCAR still has another month of racing after that. I mean,
yep.
I guess you're starting it in the quote-unquote playoffs.
Yep.
But, again, if they could short it down 3 races, they would probably end. If they were to push it down 3 more races, and they moved, and they got rid of a weekend off, they would end the same weekend the NFL starts, which would probably be pretty good for them. But whatever, I don't know anything. I'm an idiot. Actually, no, they would start a month after the Super Bowl, or not. God bless it. They would start. The NFL would start 1 month before NASCAR rather than 2 months. So,
yep.
But oh my God, this is a total gong show. Let's just go on to hockey before I screw this up anymore.
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go back to Monday, March 25th. Go ahead, because I don't want to talk anymore.
All right, Monday, March 25th.
This is a total circus in this first game.
This is a way and a half to start off the NHL scores right now, as the Toronto Maple Leafs hosted the Florida Panthers in Scotiabank Arena and beat them 7-5. Holy sheep. Your very own Johnny T, 4 goals.
Oh, that's the wrong button. 7-12 goals in an NHL game. What is this, the All-Star game?
Pretty much.
Yeah, Johnny T gets a hat trick. Starting off great. Oh, Johnny Huberdeau almost got one, and so did, who is that? Jace Howlock.
Yep.
Alright.
Next we have the Sitters and the Stifle.
Holy hell, Corey Schneider won a game.
Exactly. Yeah, what are the odds of that, huh? The Sitters got 3 in Prudential Center, and the Stifle got 1. It was courtesy of Pavel Zacha. Next we have, the other team in Pennsylvania, and...
Wait. Did you just say the Sinners got 1?
No, the Sitters got the Sitters...
The
Sitters
saying...
won as they got 3, and the Stifle got 1.
Okay, and then they got the game-winning goal courtesy, okay.
Of Pavel Zacha, yep.
Okay, sorry. This next game here, make it real quick, because we don't care about
Sucks. The other team in Pennsylvania were hosted by the Blue Shirts in Madison Square Garden. The Blue Shirts got 2, and the other team got 5.
Boo.
But this next game right here...
This game's pretty good.
...was the comeback of the season, I believe it is, and it was dang good, as the Tampa Bay AC/DCs were down 2-4, and came back and beat the Beaches 5-4 in Amalie Arena, courtesy of, it was Anthony Cirelli with 53 seconds left.
Not bad.
That is a game of hockey.
Yeah.
And next we have the Battle of Paul Stastny between the Brews and the Nightlights in Enterprise Center. The Brews got 3, and the Nightlights got only 1, courtesy of your very own Jordan Bennington.
Damn straight. This game right here, though.
Holy crap.
Goalie battle
between Jose Saros, the backup for the Smashville Predators, and Devin Dubnyk for the Minnesota Wild in XL Energy Center, as the Wild got 0 and the Predators got 1, and the only goal being by Ryan Johansson.
A shorty.
I mean, Johansson, however you pronounce that.
I think it's Johansson.
It is, I know, I'm just yanking
Ryan
his
Johansson.
chain.
Or is it Ryan Johansson?
Both.
Okay.
This next
Did you
game-
see Johansson's goal?
No, I missed it.
Oh, dude, it was a beauty.
I missed it.
Oh, if you get a chance, look it up. It was a beauty.
I will here in a minute. This game right here, the Stars and the Winnipeg Jets at Bell MTS Place were. I saw the highlights of this game, and this was a ship show from Winnipeg, as Winnipeg only got 2 from Kyle Connor and Patrick Laine, and the Dallas Stars, my very own, got 5 on Connor Hellebuck. I mean, that's great that the Stars won,
but could they do it on
maintain their wild card position for the playoffs right now?
But you're just saying, couldn't they do it on their backup and not Hellebuck?
Yeah, couldn't they put in Laurent Brossoit, the jockstrap guy?
Yeah, jockstrap. This game right here, total. What?
I had the same reaction too, but the last thing I wanted to say about the Stars and Jets game, when Kyle Connor has more goals than Patrick Laine.
Yeah.
How does that work?
What?
The LA Booger Flings were in Scotiabank Saddledome as they shut out and burned down the Flames, somehow 3-0, courtesy of Jack Campbell. And that is a paddling.
Good lord. And here we go. Next game, Detroit totally up.
And the bed, as the Dreadwings beat the San Jose Shark Tanks in SAP Not Sap Center 3-2, courtesy of it was Christopher Ed. Short-handed. Are you kidding me?
Well, it would have been 3-1, but frickin' Evander Kane scored Thomas Hertl scored with 5 seconds left. It's frickin' stupid.
You know it is.
Piece of junk. Alright, Tuesday, March 26th.
Go ahead while I look up Ryan Johansson's goal.
Oh, it was a beaut, dude. It was great. The Washington Capitals hosted the the Bunch of Jerks.
That's better.
That's better. And the Washington Capitals won courtesy of OV 4-1. This next game right here is a paddling, as the Blue Jackets hosted the New York Fishermen, and the Fishermen must have fell off the back of the boat as they didn't show up and lost 4-0.
Oh yeah,
that is a paddling, my friend.
Against the Canadians, right?
Islanders, Fishermen.
I know. Who did the Fishermen play? The Canadians?
Blue Jackets.
Oh yeah, wrong game.
The next game is about the Canadians, though.
Oh, that's better.
All right, hold on. Jeez, I really need to get a separate computer for the recording. Anyways, oh man, we got 3 paddlings in a row. 4 paddlings in a row. Holy crap. The Canadians hosted the Florida Panthers, and the Florida Panthers totally the bed as they lost not 4-1, not 5-1, but 6-1. Jeez, that's paddling. Good lord. This game right here is a total what? As the Ottawa Senators beat the Buffalo Stifle 4-0. Once again, another paddling.
I just saw Ryan Johansson's goal, and holy crap.
Dude, it was a total nip.
It was.
Oh my. Freaking top cheese.
What are the odds?
Uh-oh, this game you get 2 dingers. I believe.
I gotta find it first.
Yeah. This next game is a circus.
Oh, I watched the highlights of this afternoon. It was a ship show.
As the Edmonton Oilers hosted the LA Kings high and flying after their win over Calgary, but they went from penthouse to house in a day as they lost 8-4. You get 2 dingers because Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Leon Draisaitl both got hatties. Not bad. And that's the end of the paddlings for right now. as actually they ended up paddling until next week, as the Anaheim Quackers quacked all over the Canucks. It is the battle of the
teams.
And the Ducks beat the Canucks 5-4, courtesy of Sam Steele getting a hat trick. Another free dinger. This game right here is another goalie battle. Oh boy, took a power play to do it. As the battle of between Corey Crawford and what is it?
Darcy Kemper.
Darcy Kemper. I knew it was Kemper. I can't remember his first name. I kept saying to Dylan. And I was like, no, that's my ass wipe.
That's not right.
I'll say that's our ass wipe friend.
Yep.
So the Yotes scored on the power play to get past Corey Crawford and beat the Blackhawks 1-0. Goalie battle.
Nick Cousins got that only goal.
Yeah.
Thursday it is.
Thursday, March 28th. Go ahead.
The Detroit Red Wings are hosted by the Buffalo Stifle in KeyBank Arena, I believe it is, at 7 p.m. Eastern. The Washington Capitals and Carolina Hurricanes in PNC Bank Arena at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, just PNC. There's no bank.
Oh, yeah, that's
it's
right.
It's just PNC Arena.
Well, I got banks on my mind. There's so many bank arenas here, it's not even funny.
Obviously, banks like hockey.
Yeah.
Which is fine with me, as long as they like my money.
Right, yeah, you got that right. This game right here is going to be a good game between Les Canadiens de Montreal and the Columbus Blue Eyes in Nationwide Arena at 7 p.m. Eastern. Holy cow. The Canadiens' record is 41-28-8, and the Blue Jackets' record is 42-30-4.
So pretty much almost identical. It's pretty much the best thing to identical as you could get, besides being identical.
Yeah.
I mean, they're about equal in the points. Columbus is just ahead a couple more points.
Yep. Next, we have the Florida Panthers and the Ottawa Politicians in Canadian Tire Center at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Oh,
this next game.
Oh, boy.
The New York Fishermen and the Winnipeg Jets at Bell MTS Place at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Gonna have to get the coin out.
We will here in a minute. You don't want to miss that game.
Yeah.
Next, we have... here's a good one right here. This next game, can you tell me who this is the battle of?
Oilers and Stars, eh?
Yeah, it's a battle of one forward.
Battle of the Central Division. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Battle of a forward, eh? Let's go with... I don't think it's Radulov.
Nope.
I don't think it's Radulov. Does he currently play for the Oilers or the Stars?
His last team he played for was the Stars, and I believe he is now a free agent or retired. One of the two.
Patrick Stefan? I don't know, man.
No.
Oh, that's a good one, though.
It is the battle of Alice Hemsky.
Oh, Hemsky.
Yeah. Used to play for the Oilers. Yeah.
Hemsky scored when Stefan missed the empty net. That should be a free dinger right there.
Yeah.
That should be a free dinger.
That is a free dinger. You're up to 0.
Woo! Look out. I'm coming for you.
He's out of the ship hole.
Oh, I'm coming for you.
It is at Edmonton in, come on, which is it? It is.
Why is my stand so far away?
It is Rogers Place. Edmonton is Rogers Place.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Good, because you are totally... Where the hell is it at? Correct.
At 9 p.m. Eastern, it is a free game, which means that is a free dinger.
Speaking of... Alright, you have 2 more left.
LA Booger Flings and the Vancouver Fat Whales at 10 p.m. Eastern in Rogers Arena. It is the battle of ship teams.
Telling me.
Next and last, we have the Chicago Deadhawks and the San Jose Shark Tanks at...
SAP, not
SAP Center. At 10:30 p.m. Eastern, Sharks are going to eat them up.
Okay, Friday, March 29th, we have the St. Louis Blues versus the New York Rangers in MSG at 7 p.m. The Predators play the other team in Pennsylvania, who gives a damn, at 7 p.m. Eastern. The Devils go to the Detroit Red Wings, as do we,
ladies and
germs, 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
At LCA, if one of you guys sees us, come say hi.
Oh, it's gonna be great.
I know. That's what I want. That's why I said at the beginning of the live stream that this is why I was excited to tell you guys that I'm going to my first NHL game this coming Friday, and I can't wait.
And I'm going to my, oh, let me count here.
What is it, 4th?
2,
or 5th?
2, 3, 6th or 7th.
Really?
7th one, I think.
Wow.
I think 7th. I think I did. I've done 3 at Joe Louis, I believe.
Oh, I've never been to the Joe. Oh, well. I'll get to go to LCA.
You'll never go to the Joe again.
Exactly.
I think I've been
not with the way they're tearing it down so quick.
They haven't even tore it down yet.
Oh, well, they're taking the seats apart and selling them online.
Oh, they've already done that.
Yeah.
I've been to 3 games at the Joe, Red Wing games, I want to say.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure of that. And I've been to 3 games at Little Caesars Arena.
Wow.
2 regular seasons, 1 preseason. So this will be my 4th game at Little Caesars Arena.
Oh, yeah, I remember the preseason when you... Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been to about...
it was a preseason game, and I paid a regular season price.
Oh, jeez.
Don't tell me how that works.
Exactly. I've been to about, like, 7 or 8 Griffins games.
Well, yeah, it's right down the road, eventually.
Yeah. Yep.
Perfectly.
This
one's right down the road, plus 3 hours. It's
a
million miles away, right down the street. Oh, sorry, you can't say that's a trademark.
Yep.
It's still the Elledge family, though. All right, the Yotes and the Avalanche play in the high hills of Denver. They are going to be high as a kite. Come on, you gotta tell me that's a free dinger.
High as a kite, eh?
Yes. Colorado. Well, Denver's, is a mile-high city.
Yep.
And Colorado also has weed legal. You're gonna be high as a kite?
High as a kite. Oh, now I get it.
Oh, a little slow there.
Well, that I never knew. So, once you told me the details, then I'll give you one.
Yeah, they have weed legalized because apparently we need that.
Yeah.
But all right, let me hear dick with stuff that doesn't need to be dicked with. Stop messing. Don't monkey. The Ducks and the Flames are gonna have a roast as the Flames host the Ducks at 9 p.m. in Scotiabank Saddledome. And what?
Speaking of roast, guess what I'm having for dinner tonight?
Oh, geez.
Beef roast, yep.
Nice. In the crock pot?
Slow cooked for 12 hours.
That's pretty good. And the Golden Knights speaking of roast, hold the Minnesota Wild hostage in a game at T-Mobile Arena at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
Saturday, March 30, go.
Oh, shoot, never mind. I was gonna say something, but we gotta wait till the news about that game.
What game?
The Minnesota Nightlights game.
Oh,
that's something about the news that I gotta say.
It's a clinching game, yeah.
On Saturday, March 30th, the Florida Panthers are hosted by the Boston Beaches at 1 p.m. Eastern, day game. Boston, that is in...
TD, we don't care, Garden.
Next game, we have the Cheesesteaks and the Hurricanes at 1:30 p.m. Eastern at PNC Arena, day game. Next, oh yeah, that's nice. This is another nice game right here. The Winnipeg Jets at Bell MTS Place versus the Canadiens at 7 p.m. Eastern. Because that's going to be a good game, that is a free game, which means that is a free dinger.
Up to 5.
Next, we have the Maple Laughs and, oh geez, the Politicians at Canadian Tire Center at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Well, the Politicians won last time they played.
I know. They're still a ship team.
Oh, that's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This next
rematch
game
of
right
the
here.
Eastern Conference Finals.
Yep. Between the Washington Capitals and the Tampa Bay AC/DCs at 7 p.m. Eastern. Gosh, those are great games. Every one of the time that both of these two teams have played this season, it's been a great game. And it's in Amalie Arena. Next, we have the Brews and the Sitters at 7 p.m. Eastern. And that is at Prudential Center. Next, we have the Stifle and the Fishermen at 7 p.m. Eastern in Nassau Memorial Coliseum or Barclays Center. Next, we have, speaking of Ryan Johansson, we have the Battle of Ryan Johansson, as it is between the Columbus Blue Eyes and the Smashville Predators and Bridgestone Arena at 8 p.m. Eastern. Next, we have the Shark Tanks and the Vegas Golden Knights at SAP, not SAP Center, at 9 p.m. Eastern, Goat Head.
Going back to the Blue Jackets Predators game, do you know that there was a post that Johansson made where he had a basketball court and it had like a giant Blue Jackets logo on it. And then like a year later, he got traded to the Nashville Predators.
I think I've heard of that before.
It was pretty funny.
I'm not sure.
It was like, oh, that money wasted.
Yep.
Because, you know, they don't have enough of that laying around.
Yep.
Frickin' A, a couple $1,000s is pocket change.
Pretty much.
To me, 50 cents is all of a sudden, hey, I'm finally rich.
Yep. Next, we have the Battle of Antoine Roussel between the Dallas Lone Stars and the Vancouver Fat Whales in Rogers Arena at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then next, we have the Mighty Quackers of Anaheim and the Edmonton Oil Burners at 10 p.m. Eastern. And then lastly, we have the Chicago Deadhawks and the L.A. Booger Flings at 10:30 p.m. Eastern in Staples Center. What used to be a good rivalry when they both were good teams back in the
2014
around the
2014
early 2010s.
2014 Stanley Cup no 2015 Stanley Cup Finals. 14 or 15? 15, I want to say. I want to say 15.
15 is incorrect.
2014 Stanley
Cup Finals was between the Kings and the
Kings and Rangers, yep.
Yep, Rangers.
I always get. You know what? It pisses. Well, frickin' not Boston.
15 was the AC/DCs and the Blackhawks.
Yeah, LA Kings and the frickin' Blackhawks go back and forth.
Yeah.
Those years, and I always get them mixed up.
Oh.
So, alright, anyways, speaking of the New York Rangers. Wait a minute. You're telling me. Okay, never mind, that's the Blackhawks. Alright. The Rangers and the Flyers play at Wells Fargo Center at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. That is a
day game.
The Wild and the Yotes play at 5 p.m. Eastern at Gila River Arena. The Hurricanes play the Penguins at 5 p.m. Eastern. The Blue Jackets play the Sabres at 6 p.m. Eastern. The Bruins are hosted by the Detroit Red Wings at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And the Flames are going to fry the Sharks at 8 p.m. Eastern at SAP.
Not SAP Center.
Yeah, we're not making maple syrup here.
Exactly. Yep.
Alright, Monday, April Fool's Day. The Capital... Oh, we're going to do something special on that day, boys.
No.
What is that? I don't know. I figured it out yet.
Yup.
The Capitals and the Panthers play at 7 p.m. Eastern at BB&T Center. The Rangers and the Devils play at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's like you trip over your words when you're saying BB&T Center to BB&T Center.
Yeah. Yup.
Never mind.
Exactly.
The Rangers and Devils play at Prudential Center at 7 p.m. Eastern.
No.
We have a battle of Johnny T again when the Maple Leafs travel to Nassau Coliseum or Barclays Center at 7 p.m. Eastern. Oh boy, who's your daddy?
Exactly.
The Lightning are hosted by the Ottawa Failures at 7:30 p.m. Eastern.
Number 1 in the penthouse versus number 31 in the house.
The Avalanche and the Blues play for playoffs. A playoff spot.
Yup.
At 8 p.m. Eastern. The Jets and the Deadhawks play at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. The Oilers and the Knights play at 10 p.m. Eastern at T-Mobile Arena. And the Flames are hosted by the Kings at 10 p.m. Eastern at Staples Center. We'll not do Tuesday, so we'll go back to what day? Thursday.
Predictions.
March 28th. Red Wings or Sabres?
Next game.
Oh, Sabres it is.
Yep.
Hurricanes or Stop show.
Get the coin. Here we go. It's time to get out that sleeping coin.
Hey, Siri, flip a coin. No. Hey, Siri, flip a coin.
Heads.
Heads.
All
Meaning
right,
that is the Hurricanes.
Hurricanes it is.
Hey, yo, bitch, flip that damn coin.
Do it again.
Oh, geez, stop show. 2 for 2.
Canadians, Blue Jackets at
Flip a
Nationwide
coin.
Arena.
Heads again, Blue Jackets.
Jackets, she's rooting for the home team.
Panthers, Senators. Senators
Next
go.
game.
Islanders, son of a bitch.
Get the coin.
Alright. Hey, Siri, flip a coin.
Tails.
Fishermen.
Ooh, Fishermen, change it up. Stars, Oilers.
Stars.
Kings or Canucks? They both get an L.
Yep.
Sharks, Blackhawk, Sharks, sorry.
Next game. Here
Friday.
we go. Keep it rolling.
March 29th. Blues, Rangers, Blues.
Next game.
Preds, Penguins, Preds.
Next game.
Red Wings, this is the only one.
Game.
This is the only one I want the Red Wings to win because we're going to it.
I want the Red Wings to lose.
Then why the hell am I spending all this money?
I already gave you the payment. Oh crap! You can give me my money back. Oh, well. I'll be wearing a different jersey. Then I'll be wearing it. I'm not gonna wear a Sinners jersey. I don't have one. I'm gonna wear a Red Wings jersey, but it's white, red, and black.
Oh, it's an old. Okay.
It's an old jersey.
No, I want the Red Wings to win that game.
All right.
All right. Yotes, Avalanche. Oh.
Yeah, this one you do have to stop the show. We had the momentum going there. Get the coin.
I'm gonna go with the Yotes. They are hot. And that's just because Arizona's not.
Yep.
You agree with that?
Yep.
All
Speaking of hot.
Ducks, Flame. Oh,
next game. Here we go. Keep it going.
That was a nice tying. You get a free dinger for that.
It was.
All right. Wild or Knights.
Next game. Keeping it going.
Saturday, March 30th. Bruins, Panthers.
Next game.
Oh. What is this a battle of?
Between the cheesesteaks and the Hurricanes?
Yep.
What is this the battle of?
Do 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 do. The
Battle of Peter Mrazek.
Hey, there you go.
Okay.
All right, Flyers or Hurricanes? Hurricanes are hot.
Yeah, realistic.
They are nuts right now. All right, stop show again.
Please get that coin.
Get that damn coin.
Get that dang beach.
Yeah. Flip a coin.
It's heads.
Heads, Jets it is.
Whitey Peg it is. Back to the home team.
All right, Maple Leafs are set. Next game.
Here we go. No.
Caps
that didn't take long.
Flip a coin.
You were saying?
No. Flip a coin.
Okay.
No. Hey, listen.
Oh, she missed.
Flip
what?
A coin. Damn it, you son of a bitch! Listen to what I'm saying!
Make it go under the freaking bed!
A coin! Stop talking, you're flipping her up. Hey, stop.
Okay.
Flip a coin.
Heads.
Bitch.
Lightning it is. Back to the home team.
Jeez. Blues, Devils, next game. Islander, Sabres, next game. Preds, Blue Jackets. Flip a coin. Tails, Jackets it is.
All right, you're gonna switch to the visiting team. Get the
Knights
coin.
or Sharks. Flip a coin.
It's heads.
Heads, Sharks it is.
All right, back to the home team.
All right, Stars, Canucks.
Stars.
Ducks, Oilers. Ah, jeez.
Both get an L. Would you buy that?
I'd buy it. All right, Blackhawks, both get an L.
Yep.
Actually, no, we need the Kings to win so they can get. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Sunday, March 31st. Rangers, Flyers. Next game. Yotes.
Yotes, Wild. This geez. Right here. No. Wait a minute. The Battle of the Beasts is the Predators and the Wild. That is the Battle of the Beasts.
Yeah.
When the Predators won 1-0 over the Wild, they won.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
All right. Wild or Yotes?
Get the coin.
Yeah, jeez. Get the coin, he says. All right. Freaking toy. Just playing around.
It's fun.
Hey, flip a coin.
Okay. Here's flip a coin.
Yeah, flip the damn coin. Ah, jeez. Not TV.
Did it roll under the freaking bed?
No.
No, not yet.
Call Flip a Coin Amusements on 911 Highway 6265 North in Harrison.
No.
Okay.
Bitch.
Is that
Flip
English?
a coin.
Tails.
Jeez.
Tails. Wild it is. She's going back to the visiting team.
Hurricanes are paying.
Next game.
The only reason why she's not picking me up too well is because
I'm talking.
Yes.
Sorry.
You're throwing her off. Blue Jackets, Sabres.
Next game. Here we go. Keep it going.
Bruins, Red Wings.
Next game.
Sharks, Flail.
No.
Flip a coin.
It's tails this time.
Tails. Sharks it is. Flames it is.
Flames it is. She stayed with the visiting team.
All right. This time it's going to be the opposite of the opposite because it's April Fool's Day.
I get it. So it's really real now.
Yeah. All right. Capitals or Panthers?
Next game.
Rangers, Devils.
Two equally bad teams.
Flip a coin.
Tails.
Tails. Devils it is.
Sinners it is. Back to the home team.
Uh-oh. Flip a coin again.
Back to the
Flip
battle.
a coin.
Rosencrantz says heads.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Rosencrantz.
nice,
That's
okay.
from Mr. What Shakespeare play is it? Don't tell me. Don't
Hamlet.
Tell me. Hamlet. There it is.
Maple Laughs win, and John Tavares beats his former team.
Yes. Lightning or next
game. Senators it
Blues
is.
or Avalanche? Blues.
Bruce. Next
Jets.
game.
Blackhawks. Jets.
Next game.
Knights. Oilers.
Next game. Keep it going.
Flames. Kings.
Next game.
Oh, that's it.
Tuesday of no. Man, we were so going there. The next game was Predators and Sabres. That would have been next game.
Then
the
we have
next game
Blue
was
Jackets,
Bruins and
next
Jackets.
game.
That would have been next game.
And then
Hurricanes and Maple Leafs. It would have stopped right there.
Dead in his tracks. All right, time for your scores. Go ahead.
All right, my playoff scores and Toledo Walleye and Griffin scores are coming right up here. Let me see here. We're gonna start
come on
with,
now.
Huh?
Come on now. What?
I got it right. I got it right now. Let's see.
Oh, here we go.
Had to find that. The Toledo Walleye did not play any games over the course of these episodes. And on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, all of these listed Toledo Walleye games are at home at Huntington Center. Friday at 7:15 p.m., they host the Kansas City Mavericks. Saturday, March 30, at 7:15 p.m., they host the Kalamazoo Wings. And Sunday, March 31st, at 5:15 p.m. Eastern, they host the Cincinnati Cyclones, the #1 team in the ECHL.
Look out.
That's going to be a great game.
No kidding.
Next, we have the Grand Rapids Griffins. They did play a game, and I gotta load that up. On Tuesday, March 26th, they were in Wells Fargo Arena to be hosted by the Iowa Wild. And what happened was the Griffins have Christopher N., Dylan McElrath, and Libor Sulak called up to the Red Wings as of during yesterday, and Marty Firk, who is down in the Griffins right now, was out with an injury, and then Brian Lashoff came back and played for them, so they had 3 guys that normally play for the Griffins called up, and I believe Christopher Ed was a 4th one too. So they were down 4, well, not necessarily down 4 guys, but they had 4 other guys taken away, and they were in a tough battle with Iowa, as Iowa's was 2 points behind them for a spot in for the 3rd spot in the AHL playoffs for the Central Division. The Wild got 2, and the Griffins pulled it off and got 5.
Nice.
Unbelievable job by these boys. Forgive me for last episode. They were 4-1-0 on their current road trip, is what I meant, and that's what I meant to say last episode, and I had a misread there. So now, right now, they are 5-1-0 technically on this road trip. And it's just unbelievable as of right now that, and by me personally, to see these guys do so well that they were expected to do mostly bad on because they got guys called up. And then this has been lasting for a while too, so for the upcoming games, on Friday, March 29th, we won't be at this one. We host the Chicago Wolves at 7 p.m. Eastern. On Saturday, March 30th, in Rockford, is where we're at to play the Ice Hogs at 7 p.m. Eastern. And on Sunday, March 31st at 4 p.m. Eastern, we host the Milwaukee Admirals in our race to the playoffs. Oh my gosh. I hope we get a playoff spot. We most likely will, as long as they don't ship the bed. And I'm going to find my list of hockey arenas for the AHL. the Rockford Ice Hogs play at BMO Harris Bank Center. That's it. I should know that since I play NHL 17. BMO Harris Bank Center. That's it. Okay, we got that cleared up. Other than that, ladies and germs, that is it for the ECHL and AHL. First, we are moving on to the WHL right now. In round 1 on the Western Conference, the Vancouver Giants are going up against the Seattle Thunderbirds. The Vancouver Giants have a 2-1 series lead over Seattle. Seattle won Game 3 and beat them 4-1, thank God. Next, we have the Kamloops Blazers and the Victoria Royals. The Royals have a 2-1 series lead over the Blazers as of right now. You find the score here. The Blazers won in overtime 4-3 to get back to within 1 of the series. The Everett Silvertips, who have the #1 spot in the U.S. division, are playing the Tri-City Americans, who have the wild card spot for the U.S. division. The Tri-City Americans are down 0-2 against the Everett Silvertips. The Silvertips these games were... wait a minute. Those were the first game. I was just saying, that wasn't right. So, I'd lose a dinger or some ship like that, because those were the Raw games that I announced. So, those were for Saturday during the very first games. So, this is better. Vancouver beat Seattle 6-4. Victoria beat Kamloops 3-2. And then... where is that at? Huh. I'm looking for it. There it is. They played on Saturday. Was Everett and Tri-City's last game, and Everett won 4-3. And then lastly, in the Western Conference, we have the Spokane Chiefs, who got the 3rd spot for the U.S. division, and they are going up against our very own Portland Winterhawks, who got the #2 spot. And on Tuesday, they played, I believe, in overtime. The Portland Winterhawks got 4, and the Spokane Chiefs got 5.
Nice.
Sucks A. The Spokane Chiefs have a 2-1 lead over Portland right now. And we will move on to the Eastern Conference here. The Lethbridge Hurricanes and the Calgary Hitmen are in a series, and the Hurricanes have a 2-1 series lead over the Calgary Hitmen. The Hitmen get back to within 1 as they beat the Hurricanes 5-3. Next, we have the Edmonton Oil Kings and the Medicine Hat Tigers. The Hat Tigers have a 2-1 lead over the Oil Kings. Find the score here. It's going to be around here somewhere. The Oil Kings take a 2-1 series lead as they beat Medicine on Sunday 4-3. The Moose Jaw Warriors and the Saskatoon Blades are in a series, and the Saskatoon Blades are one of the 2 series on the verge of sweeping their opponents. Let me scroll up here. On Tuesday they played, and the Moose Jaw Warriors got 2, and the Blades got 3. And then lastly, what everybody's been waiting to hear, the President's Trophy winning Prince Albert Raiders going up against the wild card spot Red Deer Rebels. The Prince Albert Raiders have a 3-0 series right now, as on Tuesday they beat the Red Deer Rebels 4-2.
Nice.
Other than that, that will do it for the WHL playoffs. There's a bunch of games, and that's going to be over a course of 5 days. So, we will wait for that. And now we will move on to my very last thing that I have to say, the entire OHL playoffs. First, we have the London Knights and their #1 spot up against the wild card spot, the second wild card spot, coming from the Windsor Spitfires. Let me scroll up to the scores here and see what I can find for Tuesday and that series. These on Tuesday last night, the Spitfires got 3 and the Knights got 6. The Windsor Spitfires are down 0-3 in that series. And speaking of 0-3, the Saginaw Spirit, who got the number 2 spot, I believe, are going up against... Wait a minute. I'm not sure how the playoff format works based on who plays who in the first round. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, wait a minute. Never mind. Oh, those got... Oh, I see how it works now. Instead of the Windsor Spitfires playing the... Oh, well, actually... I get it now. Okay, instead of the Windsor Spitfires playing the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, which those two are in the same division, and the Owen Sound Attack playing the London Knights, they're playing the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. That's a little mixed up. That I don't get, but that's alright. So, what we got now is we have our very own Saginaw Spirit, who is our only last hope to try and win the OHL Cup as of right now. They're playing the Sarnia Sting. The Sting are down to 0-3 games in the series. And find the game here. Oh, get the paddling button ready.
Oh boy.
The Sarnia Sting got 1, and the Spirit got 6. You better believe that's a paddling. Yeah, that's almost a sweep right there. Just got to win one more game. Next, we have the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds and the the Owen Sound Attack. Let me scroll up to the scores here. They played on... No, they did not play on Sunday. They played on Monday. There it is. The Owen Sound Attack got 2, and the Greyhounds got 5 on Monday. And the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds take a 2-1 lead. Next, we have, lastly, in the Western Conference, we have the Guelph Storm and the Kitchener Rangers. Let me go up and find the score here. I believe it was on Tuesday, yep. The Rangers got 3, and the Storm got 6, as the Guelph Storm now have a 3-0 series lead over Kitchener. We will now move on to the Eastern Conference, and we have the Sudbury Wolves and the Mississauga Steelheads. Scroll up and find the score. They played on Sunday only, and the Steelheads got 3, and the Wolves got 5. Holy smokes. The Sudbury Wolves have a 3-0 series lead over Mississauga, and I believe... I'm not sure. I thought Sudbury was a wild card. Maybe I'm mistaken. Oh well. Next we have the Oshawa Generals and the Peterborough Petes. Scroll up and find the score here. The Peterborough Petes got 3, and the Oshawa Generals got 2, as the Petes get back to within 1, as the Oshawa Generals have a 2-1 series lead. Next, we have the Niagara Ice Dogs and the North Bay Battalion. Roll up and find the score here. Oh my gosh. You better get that paddling button ready. The Niagara Ice Dogs take a 2-1 series lead, as the North Bay Battalion got 0, and the Ice Dogs got 6. You better believe that's a pad. That is a double paddling. And then lastly, ladies and gentlemen, this game right here, series. This series is between the President's Trophy winning Ottawa 67s and the defending OHL Cup champions, the Hamilton Bulldogs, who got a wild card spot for the playoffs this year. The Ottawa 67s have a 3-1 series lead, as they beat the Hamilton Bulldogs last night 2-1, keeping it close. The defending champions are on the verge of getting swept by the President's Trophy winners. And other than that, for the OHL playoffs, that is all I have to say for that. and scores for that, and that concludes my segment. So we'll either go on to fantasy or news right about now.
No fantasy.
No fantasy. Skipping fantasy. All
News
right.
it is.
News it is.
So the Lightning got their 59th win of the season when they beat the Boston Bruins.
Yup.
And the Predators have clinched a playoff berth when they had a shutout against the Wild. All they needed to do was win in any fashion. So good to them.
Yup.
What
What I wanted to say was, if the Vegas Golden Knights beat the Colorado get at least 1 point against Colorado. Oh, not Minnesota. It was Colorado. Sorry. They'll clinch a playoff berth, and the St. Louis Blues will if the Avalanche lose to the Golden Knights in regulation. So it's getting a little dicey out here.
No kidding. Nick Foligno is expected to play for the Blue Jackets against the Islanders. He has missed 4 games because of his son's health issues. What else do we got? Cruising for a bruising. Ovi is 1 goal away from goal number 50. He's at 49 right now. So that is good for them.
What I have to say is the Mighty Quackers of Anaheim are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs due to scoring woos, poor special teams, and those two are the reasons for Anaheim not being in the playoffs for the first time since 2012.
What I would say also their losing streaks they had.
That too, yeah.
So, Craig Anderson made 35 saves for the Senators when they shut out the Sabres. Like I said, when the Oilers played the Kings, Nugent Hopkins and Leon Draisaitl both got hatties in that game. And the Yotes are tied for the second wild card in the West. Oh boy. Woo! Getting dicey for the Western wild card. Oh, that's it on this day. We'll get to that in a minute.
What I wanted to say is, let me see when this article was written. To yesterday. As of yesterday, John Cooper signs a contract to remain the coach as the Tampa Bay Lightning. And what I saw on the Detroit Red Wings fan page that I follow on Facebook, the Lightning are 59, 14-4 right now, and they have 5 games left. If they win 4 out of the 5 of those games, they will break the Detroit Red Wings record and all-time NHL record for most wins in a season, when the Red Wings got 62 in the 1995-1996 season.
Yep. Pretty good. Michael Raffi signed a 2-year, $3.2 million contract with the Philly Flyers on Tuesday.
Oh, Michael Raffle, yeah.
Michael Raffle. What did I say, Raffi?
Yeah, Raffle, yeah.
I mean, that's Raffi Torres, you dummy.
Yep, that works.
But it's Michael Raffle. Sorry. Alright, yep, there's the Cooper contract extension. Bring this boy a little bit closer. That's better. Alright, do something like that. Turn the... Where's the thing? Turn the mic a little bit. There we go. I like that better. Alright, where am I else on this? Oh, Gaudreau, Monahan, and Lindholm line to be broken up by the Flames against the Stars. The leaders seek better communication with new combinations. Well, yeah, they totally... the bet against the Kings.
Yep.
Yep, I said Ovi's at 49 goals right now.
That's all I've got to say.
Yeah, I don't see anything. Oh, Fabro signs an entry-level contract with the Predators. He was a first-round pick in the 2016 draft and could make NHL debut against the other team in Pennsylvania. Did you say the Panthers were eliminated from the playoffs?
The Panthers?
Yes, sir.
No, but they are.
They're mathematically eliminated. Ducks, you said that.
Yep.
I know you said the Ducks. I remember hearing that. The Golden Knights, here's playoff clinching scenarios for March 27th. The Golden Knights will clinch a playoff berth if they earn 1 point against the Avalanche, like I said, and the St. Louis Blues will earn a berth if the Avalanche lose to the Golden Knights in regulation.
Oh, I already said that.
Oh, I didn't hear the regulation part.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry. All right. On this day, March 27th, 1973, Fox Sports Detroit color analyst.
Fox Sports Detroit color analyst. Oh, jeez. I forgot his name. I know his name, but I just... No, geez.
TV color. Come on. He does TV color commentary for Fox Sports Detroit. Ken Daniels and...
Mickey Redmond.
Mickey Redmond. He became the first 50-goal scorer in the history of the Detroit Red Wings when he scores twice in an 8-1 win against the Toronto Maple Leafs at Maple Leaf Gardens. In 1938, the New York Americans defeat the Rangers 3-2 in the third and deciding game of the Stanley Cup quarterfinal series at Madison Square Garden. In 1952, Turk Broda of the Maple Leafs becomes the first goaltender in NHL history to appear in 100 playoff games. Toronto loses to the Red Wings 1-0. 1974, the Bruins become the first team in NHL history to win at least 50 games in 4 straight seasons when they defeat the Rangers 3-2 at MSG. In 1980, Boston's Ray Bourque sets an NHL record for rookie defenseman with his 61st point of the season in a 7-1 win against the St. Louis Blues at Boston Garden. The record will be broken the following season when Larry Murphy scores 76 points for the LA Booger Flings. Oh, 7-1, sorry. Missed that. In 1990, the Rangers defeat the Quebec Nordiques 7-4 at Le Coliseum to clinch first place in their division for the first time since the 41-42 season when they finished first in the 7-team NHL. The Rangers entered the third period trailing by 5 and scored 5 unanswered goals. And the New York's lineup that night included 9 rookies. Oh boy.
Hot dang.
In 1993, trying to dink with my mouse here, Sherry Ross becomes the first woman to do play-by-play of an NHL game. She handles the first period for the Devils' 5-2 win against the Washington Capitals when announcing Gary Thorne is late arriving because of a flight delay. In 2002, Phil Housley of the Chicago Deadhawks becomes the 4th defenseman and first U.S.-born player in NHL history to get 1,200 career points. Housley scores a game-winning goal in Chicago's 4-1 win against the Nashville Predators at United Center. In 2003, the Colorado Avalanche goalie Patrick Waugh earns his 66th and final NHL shutout in his 547th victory when the Avalanche beat the Kings 3-0. 2006, Detroit defenseman Chris Chelios becomes the first player in the NHL history to appear in at least 400 games for 3 different teams when he plays for the Red Wings in a 4-1 win against St. Louis. It is his 400th game with the Red Wings after playing 664 with Chicago and 402 with the Montreal Canadiens. In 2018, Connor McDavid surpasses the 100-point mark for the second straight season with a goal and 2 assists in the Edmonton Oilers' 7-3 loss to the Columbus Blue Jackets at Rogers Place.
Oh.
The goal is his NHL career high 40th. He finishes the game with 102 points on his way to repeating as NHL scoring champion. All right, time for trivia. You get to go ahead.
I'm up first for trivia, eh? All right.
Yes, Harold.
My trivia question is a super duper cream puff, but the limited amounts of hints makes it tougher. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, my trivia question is, who in the history of the NHL has the most career overtime game-winning goals?
I don't know. I don't know off the bat.
Oh. Well, let's see here. Currently plays in the NHL. Born September 17, 1985. Age 33. 6'3", 236 pounds. And my last hint is drafted first overall in 2004.
Ovi.
That is the correct answer.
Oh, that was a nice cream puff.
It was a nice cream puff. And Andy, why'd you give him a cream puff? Oh, well, because as of right now, the total amount of most overtime goals in a career by Ovi as of right now is the number 22.
Oh, I had a feeling about that. Speaking of 22.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
What are the most shots on... Who has the record for the most shots on goal in one playoff game? It was done on April 22nd, 2006 at 14.
14 shots on goal from one player?
One player.
What year?
April 22nd, 2006.
2006. For the most shots on goal.
Yes. In one playoff game.
One playoff game. Okay.
He was born October 6, 1977. He's 41 from Quebec, Canada. 5'9", so shorter guy. 174-pound center right shot. He's played for 5 different NHL teams. He's a Canadian. I've seen him drafted 24th overall in the 96 draft by the Phoenix Coyotes. He currently runs day-to-day operations for the Maine Mariners.
Oh, Maine Mariners.
Mariners in the ECHL.
Yep. For the most shots on goal in a playoff game?
He has played in 973 NHL games, has 307 goals, 389 assists for 696 points. Since that's 69 forwards and backwards.
39, or not 39, he is 30 short of another good number.
Yeah. And he has 744 penalty minutes, so a very clean player. In the playoffs, he has 124 games, 53 goals, 63 assists for 116 points, and 98 penalty minutes. He has played, in 1994, he was part of the World Juniors Championship under 18 for the Team Canada. And then in 1997, he was part of World Juniors for Team Canada. And in 2003 and 2004, he was part of the World Cup for Team Canada as well, resulting in gold medals for all four. He played for Phoenix from 96 to... We played for Phoenix for 96 through 99, where he also played for Springfield Falcons, the Las Vegas Thunder, and the Springfield Falcons, because that was the IHL.
Yep.
And then Phoenix also in 99 and 2000. Springfield in 2000, 2001, and Phoenix in 2000, 2001, through 2002, 2003, when he was traded to Buffalo. Then he played for SC Bern in the lockout, and he played for Buffalo until 2007, when he played for the Philly Flyers from 2007, 2008, 2008, 2009, and in 2008, 2009 he also played for the Philadelphia Phantoms, and in 2009 through 2013 he played for the Philly Flyers. 2013-14 he played for the Canadiens, and 14-15 he played for the Avalanche. He has never played a full NHL season. The closest he got was 81 games in 2006-2007. So he did this in the 2005-2006 season. He also, in the 2013-14 season, he played in 69 NHL games.
That's nice. How much time do I got left?
I gave you an extra minute because I never gave you any warning. So you got 30 seconds left because you're at 3:30 right now.
Initials.
His initials is DB.
It's not Derek Brassard, is it?
No.
Okay.
15 left.
Oh, Daniel Briere.
There we go.
Well,
yes.
I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Yes.
Let's get it, boys.
At first you said Daniel Briere, and I was thinking, no, it's not. Oh, yeah, because I've always heard him called as Danny Briere.
Oh, yeah, I've heard both of those.
So, alright. With that, it is time to move on to the NASCAR. Alright, in the wide world of NASCAR, I'm going to first start off by saying the TV ratings for the Martinsville race last Sunday, and FS1 was able to hold the attention of, hold on, I'm trying to do two things at once and it's not going so well. Was able to hold the attention of 2.46 million people during the race at Martinsville, which is, it's not a direct comparison from last year because last year's race was run on Monday and it got 1.91 million viewers, but that 2017's race got 3.96 million, but I think that was because it was on Fox. I'm pretty sure that was on Fox. The race was FS1's most watched event since the 18 MLB NLCS Game 7. It made FS1 the most watched cable channel during the time slot. So, we now move into the big news. In fact, I'm going to do side news on that. There was, after the whole qualifying debacle at Auto Club, there has been qualifying tweaks in place for the race at Texas. So, NASCAR announced Monday in a memo to teams to host a qualifying procedure updates, including additional deterrent measures for all three NASCAR National Series ahead of the upcoming race weekend at Texas. The goal, to create order on pit road and retake control of qualifying following a final round mishap at Auto Club, where none of the 12 Monster Energy Cup Series drivers in the final round made it to the start-finish line to time an official lap. Starting at Texas, any driver that does not take a lap in any of the qualifying rounds will have all previously posted times in the session disallowed, which means instead of falling back on the previous round times, that driver start at the race from the back. So additionally, any driver who blocks pit road at the judgment of NASCAR in a way that prohibits other drivers from exiting pit road will incur a penalty, such as disallowing that team's posted qualifying speed and or disqualifying that car from additional qualifying rounds. Meaning, so the first one is, say you're in the final round and you don't make it back, oh boy, you're going to be starting in the back of the field. The inherent problem at Auto Club is obviously everybody waiting to the end, and it's being unorderly on the end of pit road, with people blocking and playing all kinds of games. So really, we want to take control and make order out on pit road in the way that drivers lead, said Senior Vice President of Competition Scott Miller. We want to allow every competitor the chance to leave pit road when they want to leave and not be at the mercy of somebody else. Starting at Texas, vehicles not immediately making a qualifying attempt will be staged in a track-specific area designated by NASCAR. Once a vehicle leaves the area, it must continue directly onto the racetrack. It cannot stop at the end of pit road and wait in a gamesmanship play. The structure of group qualifying will not change, meaning the first of the 3 rounds is 10 minutes, the second round is 5 minutes, and the third and final round is 5 minutes. Miller said NASCAR reached this update in collaboration with teams and others in the industry, and there were a few options considered. One that was not a return to single car qualifying at short tracks and intermediates. I don't mind single car qualifying. I don't know what's wrong with not doing single car qualifying, but whatever. One of the things we wanted to hold true is not to go back to single car qualifying. Single qualifying is 2 things. It's boring and expensive. It also doesn't create a good show. So they're doing this all for the fans, because everybody watches qualifying these days.
Yep.
Anytime we go on the track, it should be a show. Certainly, we are in first and foremost the racing business. We are also in show business. We definitely have to provide our fans with something that's intriguing to watch and gets them excited about coming and watching the race. There was 4 crew chief fines for violations, just lug nut. They had a screw loose at Martinsville. One being the crew chief, Danny Stockman Jr. for the number 3 car, the number 36 crew chief of Mike Kelly, and the number 47 crew chief, Tristan Smith, $10,000 apiece for the infraction. And then Ryan Fugel of the race-winning number 51 KBM Toyota was fined $2,500 for also missing 1 lug nut. Alright, time to move on to the big beefy part. NASCAR yesterday announced their 2020 revamped schedule. Which, it wasn't really revamped because no tracks lost date and no tracks gained dates. So, many fans were hoping that they would drop intermediate tracks so there weren't so many. We aren't that lucky because I don't know why. We're just not. So, we'll do this and then we'll go to fantasy. Time for Ed and Harold's opinion time. Alright. You paying attention there, Harold?
I is now.
Alright, get your list.
Okay.
Time to go through the changes in NASCAR's 2020 schedule. There's quite a few. Most of them are just dates, races we moved up. So, the first change is Las Vegas is now the second race of the year. On Sunday, it was previously on Sunday, March 3rd. It is now on Sunday, February 23rd. The Speed Weeks and the Daytona 500 show the first stuff of the year. Well, I should stop. Hold on, let me stop. there were 3 things that were going to not be changed whatsoever. Those 3 were the Daytona 500 was always going to be the first race. The Coca-Cola 600 was going to be on Memorial Day weekend. And the Bojangles
Southern 500
was going to be on Labor Day weekend. Those 3 were not going to change. Everything else was up for grabs. So, Las Vegas moved up 1 day. Auto Club moved up 2 races. It is now going to go Las Vegas, Auto Club, then Phoenix. And Atlanta is now slotted as the 5th race of the season. Okay, so that's just kind of jockeying around those 4 races. Here is the first big change. So, the 6th race of the season was Martinsville. It is now Homestead Miami Speedway.
You heard it here first, folks.
Homestead Miami, well, not here first.
Right.
Homestead Miami Speedway will not be the championship race anymore.
Second.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so then, now, Martinsville will move back farther in the schedule. The next race is Texas, Bristol, and then off for Easter. Then Richmond, Talladega, Dover are all in the same time slot, weekend time schedule, whatever. The next change is now Martinsville, Saturday, May 9th, which is normally the Mother's Day weekend, has been at Kansas for a while now, and it has been a Saturday night race. Now it is at Martinsville Speedway on Saturday, May 9th. That is right, Martinsville is now the first race at Martinsville is going to be a night race, which I think that would be kind of cool. Then you have All-Star Race at Charlotte, which should change from Charlotte to somewhere else. Then you have the Coca-Cola 600. After that is now Kansas. It is moved from in front of the Coca-Cola 600 to after. Michigan is at the same date. Sonoma moved up 1 weekend. And Chicagoland is now on Father's Day weekend. It has moved up 1 weekend as well. Here comes the next big change. Probably one of the bigger changes. You may have noticed that I have not said Pocono yet. Well, here is Pocono for you. Pocono is now Saturday, June 27th. Yes, Saturday. But Pocono doesn't have lights. Let me finish, damn it. Shut up. Sit down. Pocono is now a doubleheader weekend. Welcome to NASCAR ripping off IndyCar for the duels in Detroit.
Pretty much.
It is going to be Saturday, June 27th and Sunday, June 28th, a doubleheader at Pocono Raceway. So, I'm gonna double back to Pocono here in a second because NASCAR kind of screwed over Pocono, to be honest. Well, first I'm going to say Pocono did pretty good at selling tickets.
Yep.
I mean, it's out in the sticks, so Pocono is a very high camping area. A lot of people go camping at Pocono. Yep. A lot. Like, the campground's always sold out at Pocono.
Yep.
It's people that go camping. And then the grandstands don't do too bad either.
Mm-hmm.
But, we'll come back to that. Now, you might think, okay, we just made a few changes there. There can't be another change. Nope, you are wrong. Now we come up to the July 4th weekend. Alright, we have been in NASCAR. NASCAR has been around for 71 years.
Just a few.
71 years. Since Daytona has been built, I want to say since Daytona has been built, there have always been 2 races at Daytona.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily always I think always the 500 actually. The Daytona 500, which wasn't always the first race of the season, but the Daytona 500, and the second race was the Firecracker 400, or the Pepsi 400, or the Coke Zero 400, or whatever the hell they're calling it this year. Well, you could throw that out.
Yep.
The Firecracker 400 is now the Brickyard 400. That is right. The Brickyard 400 is now July 4th weekend. I will say that is almost as bad as NASCAR getting rid of the Bojangles Southern 500 in the early 2000s.
Pretty much.
I mean, that is a horrible, horrible decision. What were you thinking? Why would you... There are 2 main reasons why I have wrong with this. Alright, first, you're in the middle of summer and you're in Indiana. It has to be a day race.
Yeah.
Because Indy doesn't have lights. So that means it's going to be hot as hell.
Yeah.
At Indy.
Yep.
That's what was so nice about the Firecracker 400. Sure, it was in Florida, but it was a night race. So it started hot, but it at least cooled off. Here, it's going to be hot, sweaty, and chafing balls the entire race.
You pretty much.
So, oh my God. Jeez. That was, if you are a NASCAR fan, that is going to piss off every single one.
Yep.
The next 1, 2, 3 races are the same. Kentucky keep its current time schedule. New Hampshire. And then here we have 2 weekends off. July 26th and August 2nd. Those weekends have no races. And that is by NBC having NASCAR at the palm of their hands with their balls.
Yeah.
Because in 2020 is the Summer Olympics.
Yep.
So, and NBC's big thing is, we gotta do the Olympics. So, there's going to be no NASCAR races those 2 weekends because apparently NASCAR has to follow the TV money because the TV money is where the real money's at. So, there will be no races during the Olympics.
Yep.
I would say if they don't do that in 2021, I'll give them that. We'll be like, all right, you get an exception for that because during the Olympics, I sure as hell don't want to watch a race on CNBC or some BS like that. Exactly. Or MSNBC or something like that.
The littler boy network.
You have the big boy, the little boy, and the freaking
littler boy.
And you have the fetus network, all right? Yeah. The bitch ain't even born yet, all right? So, then we come back Sunday, August 9th, which is Michigan. That's the same date. Same weekend, I should say, not date. Then we have Watkins Glen. Watkins Glen was pushed back 2 weekends.
Yep.
From August 4th of this year, 2019, to now August 16th of 2020. They have perfect vision. You know, this is 2020. NASCAR thought they have perfect vision. Nope, they still are blind as to be honest.
Yep.
All right. It is. Be good back. Yeah, 2020 in hindsight. Come on, damn it. Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah.
Maybe the 2020 season was such a good one. Oh, come on, that should be a free digger.
Yeah.
All right. Dover. Here's another big change. Dover is now Sunday, August 23rd, rather than Sunday, October 6th. It is no longer a playoff race. You're probably sitting there wondering, where the hell's Daytona? Where's the second Daytona race? We are here for you, honey. Coming in almost 2 months late, fashionably late.
Yep. Is
the second Daytona race, which is still going to be a night race, is now August 29th, which is a Saturday. It is the last race of the regular season.
Kids these days.
I don't know. I don't think that race is going to be very good. Because you're going to have... Because we've done the playoff format for, I think, this is the 5th or 6th year now. And not once has there been 16 different winners. There's been probably 3 or 4 or 5 guys that have always gotten in on points.
Yep.
So, you're going to have those 4, 5, or 6 guys who are going in on points are just going to ride around. They're not going to push the issue, because they don't want to wreck, and also now they're out of the playoffs for a championship.
Yep. And then Recky Stenhouse was probably in the middle of that.
And then Recky Stenhouse, who's not in the playoffs here,
comes in and
is a total wreck fest.
Yep.
Just so he could get into the playoffs.
It is a total ship show.
This race is either going to be a freight train along the top, or it is going to be a total gong show. Sure, lots of wrecks are nice, but it is nice to have long stretches of green flag racing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now, long stretches of training around the top, not so much. Long stretches of like 2, 3 wide, that's 4. That's pretty good.
That is.
Wrecks the entire time. Sure, a big wreck is nice, but every like 15, 20 laps, not so much. Because then by the end, you're running with like 6 guys, and it's like, whoever's out front is going to stay out front because there's no help.
Yep.
Nobody's going to have help. It's kind of like the Daytona 500 this year. Only 3 guys were not involved in a wreck, and 2 of them were at the front.
Yeah.
And where did they finish? 1, 2.
Yep.
So, then we get to the Labor Day weekend, which is the Bojangles Southern 500 at the Darlington Raceway, which is the first race of the playoffs now. So that race has not changed. Richmond has moved up a weekend. It is now the second race of the playoffs. And here comes, you might be wondering, where's the Bristol night race? Here's the Bristol night race. Bristol is now the first cutoff race on Saturday, September 19th. It is moved back about a month. So, oh, got a cough.
Arsty.
That's better. So,
after that,
so I think that will be having Bristol as a cutoff race will be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That'll make it pretty nuts.
In some intense racing.
I think how they set off the cutoff races, I'll give NASCAR a free dinger for how they set up the cutoff races.
Yeah.
So, then we go to Las Vegas, which moved back a couple weeks to Sunday, September 27th. I thought Las Vegas was going to be a night race. Am I the only one who thought Las Vegas was not going to be a night race? What does my schedule say?
I have no idea.
I could have swore Las Vegas was a night race. Second Las Vegas date. Yeah, it starts at No, that can't be right. Sunday, September 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Well, I guess it is Eastern. Yep. Whatever. So, I'm assuming that's still going to be a night race because it's still going to be humid. Well, not humid. It's going to be a dry heat. Yeah, we're just down in Florida. We got to burn off the freaking moss.
Yeah.
Get a dry heat in Las Vegas.
Yep.
And then after that is the Talladega race, which was moved up one weekend to Sunday, October 4th. And then now the second cutoff race is the Charlotte Roval, which I like that. I like that a lot. Road course. I liked them putting a road course in the playoffs, and I liked them. I like it now that the road course is now a cutoff race in the playoffs.
Yes, absolutely.
That is going to be freaking insane. So the first race is a short track at Bristol using a chrome bumper. The second one is at a road course, the Roval using the chrome bumper probably to move somebody. And then the next race is the first race of the round of 8 is Kansas. That race has not moved. Texas has moved up a weekend because since Pocono was a doubleheader, the season ends now 1 week sooner. So Texas is still the same. It's just a weekend sooner. Martinsville is now a weekend. Actually, take that back. Texas and Martinsville swapped places.
Yep.
So Texas was yes, Texas and Martinsville swapped places. Now Martinsville is now the cutoff for the round of 8. Once again, another short track.
Genius idea because it's going to increase the intensity of the race.
Yes, it is going to increase the race because now you're going to have bump and runs the entire race. It's going to be awesome.
And slingshots, yes.
Yep. So we do 3 goods there, and now we do a horrible. The last race of the year, this date has not moved. This track still keeps its date, but is the last race of the year since the whole schedule was moved up a week due to the Pocono doubleheader.
Yep.
Last race of the year is at Phoenix, or ISM Raceway. You were doing so good in the playoffs. You were doing fine.
Now they ruined it and ruined modern day NASCAR tradition.
Well, 2000s NASCAR tradition.
Yeah.
Late 2000s NASCAR tradition.
Yeah. I
wouldn't say it's even NASCAR
switch
tradition.
ISM and Homestead. I wish.
Well, you can't switch Homestead because you can't switch ISM and Homestead because Phoenix already has a race at the beginning of the year.
Oh, yep.
The reason why they put Homestead and they replaced Martinsville is because it's to do with weather.
Yep.
Because Virginia, remember last year? What happened last year? The race was snowed out. Snowed out.
Exactly.
So that's why they did it. So now they go to Virginia 2 months later. So it should make for better weather. And it's going to be a night race, so. Unless they do the championship race as a rotation. Oh my god, would a championship race at Martinsville something be sweet or what?
Oh, you got that right.
Or like the Charlotte Roval. Oh my god, that'd be killer.
Yes, it would.
That'd be genius. If they could rotate like Phoenix, Martinsville, Charlotte, and I don't know.
Maybe Talladega?
No, you can't do Talladega. Talladega would not be a good championship race.
Maybe Daytona, because it starts and ends with Daytona.
No, you don't want a restrictor plate race as your final race because it's a wreck fest.
Oh,
it would be pretty boring Because imagine you're Ricky Stenhouse, you're not in the playoffs, you're running 4th or 5th or whatever, and you wreck out 3 contenders for the championship. Their day is done.
Yep.
You imagine how pissed they would be?
Yep.
A restrictor plate race at the end is not a good idea. It would be good for us because you'd see fights and it'd be cool as... But from a reality standpoint, it is not a good idea whatsoever. So, but if they could alternate between like Phoenix, Martinsville, the Roval, and then maybe throw a mile and a half in there. Maybe throw like Texas or Kansas or Las Vegas. I think that would be pretty cool. So, but for sure, Phoenix, Martinsville, and the Roval. That would be the Roval, or even just Martinsville and the Roval back and forth. That would be awesome.
It would.
That would be a good race to end the playoffs because the Roval was a good race last year.
Yep, it was.
That was a good race. Martinsville is generally a good race, except the spring race. The spring race. Oh my gosh,
the finish at the Roval last year was a complete ship show.
Oh,
it was awesome.
Bug. Yeah, here comes Jimmy Johnson, locks up the tires. Here's your dad. Jimmy Johnson, yeah, Jimmy Johnson spun, yeah. No, you took out our trucks, you boo, boo, boo.
And I was cheering, yeah, as Blaney comes across the line, yeah, he did it, yeah.
Yeah, your dad is just sitting there going...
And then Ryan Blaney was thinking, holy, censored here. What the censored here was that?
And then Ryan Blaney's going...
Pretty much.
So... But if they could do that, NASCAR, please do that. That would make a hell of a race season.
I can't wait for the Roval this year.
If they could do that, if they would do that, I would forever forget everything NASCAR has done horribly. Well, not everything.
Just maybe one thing.
Yeah, at least one. If they'd move Daytona back to the Firecracker 400, then I'd forget everything they've done.
Yep.
So, but if they could do like Martinsville. If you really want to keep ISM Raceway and the Roval as championship races, oh my, that'd be good. Even Martinsville, oh man. Or if you throw Bristol back, whoo!
Yep.
Be pretty good. All right, it is now time for Who Had That Number? Go ahead.
All right, my Who Had That Number is we are going to cover NASCAR Fantasy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Son of a bitch.
Oh.
Good thing you reminded me.
Lost a dinger for that.
I probably lost
down
all
to
my dingers.
one dinger.
All right, so recap from last week. Big points winner for me was me at 7. Andy got 2. Mitt, watch it. Got 2. Got 1. And Rich got 6.
Yep.
So my dad picked right off the bat Kevin Happy Harvick.
My dad chose MTJ. I chose Chase Elliott.
And then I was going to choose Sliced Bread or Joey Logano.
Yep.
Then I went against better judgment and chose the Shrub.
That works.
So, we'll see how that turns out. Now it is time for Who Had That Number. Go ahead.
All right, man.
Take two.
I hope Chase of the number 9 Hooters Mobile does me good.
I don't know. Chase doesn't run that good at Texas. At least he hasn't.
I'll give him a shot. See what he's got.
But guess what? Never know.
I know that's the thing. He could win, you know.
He used to could.
All right, by Who Had That Number?
Yeah.
Today's key number is the number 17 of Ricky Stenhouse.
Geez.
Ricky Stenhouse in the 17 is not by Who Had That Number. It is some other guy who had the number 17 for the Smashville Predators, a new team I'm moving on to for the 2006-2007
David
season.
Legwan.
That is the incorrect answer. It is not David Legwand. I believe he was number 26, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, he wore number 17 for Detroit.
Dave Legwand. Oh, that's right. Yeah. All right. On to the hints. The hints is born April 18, 1982, currently age 36, in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. 6'2", 215 pounds, left winger, left-handed shot. He was drafted 6th overall in the 2000 NHL draft by the Smashville Predators.
Nice.
He played for some team in the AJHL in the 1997-98 season, along with that same season, 1 game for the Prince Albert Raiders. 2 in the WHL. 2 years later, he still played with them. Got 126 points in 117 games, I believe it is, something like that. And then when he got drafted, he played 1 year later in the 2000-2001 season. Played with the Smashville Predators all the way up until the 2006-2007 season, where he was number 17. Then, at the start of the 2007-2008 season, he was traded to the Philly Cheese Steaks and played with the Cheese Steaks all the way from the 2007-2008 season up until the 2013-2014 season, where in the offseason then he was traded to the Columbus Blue Eyes from the 2014-2015 season all the way until the 2016-2017 season. Here's your big hint. Recently retired, as it says on here, yup. Recently retired, this man is. Your next big hint is he came back for 1 more year. I believe he signed a contract with. In the 2017-2018 season, played 62 games and made his return to the Smashville Predators. He was number 19 and assistant captain for the Cheesesteaks and was number 43 for the Columbus Blue Eyes. With 25 seconds left, his initials is SH.
Got Hartnell?
That is the correct answer with 17 seconds left. You just earned 2 free dingers. You're up to 3.
Oh boy, not breaking any records today, tell you that much.
No, you're at no. Those 2 lost ones that just
no way in hell.
He was number 17 for the Smashville Predators in the 2006-2007 season and got it right with 17 seconds left.
Ooh.
I ship you not. Racked it up.
Alright. Moa's turn. Who had the number 33?
33, eh?
For 3 seasons from 1997 until 1999 in the NASCAR Cup Series.
For 3 seasons, eh?
From 97 to 99 in the NASCAR Cup Series.
My first guess, I think this is wrong, but I'm gonna give it a whack. Is it Kenny Schrader? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle today, boys. Let's go home.
Nice job, Harold.
Let's go home.
This isn't like Panthers broadcast.
I know, right? Nice. That's 1 free dinger right there. You're up to 4.
Woo.
Holy crap.
What a hell of a guess. What made you think Ken Schrader?
Because of the NASCAR Racing 3 in the 2000 simulation game that I have on my parents' computers, there is a blue and white 33 car, and Kenny Schrader drove that car, and I'm thinking, okay, if it's from 97 to 99, but the season is the 2000 season, and he's on there, I don't think I'm right, but I just took a guess, because I have 3 of them with the 3-guess strike system. I took a guess, and some way, somehow, I got it right. I had absolutely no idea that that was the right answer. That was all I knew, was that he drove that 33 blue car in the 2000 season. So I'm going to look up that car right now.
While you do that, I'm going to go through our outro. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of the IHN Show. We certainly hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, please like down below and subscribe to our channel to be up to date with new video releases, and hit the little bell icon to be notified when we upload a new episode. That's for YouTube. You can download the podcast on Apple Podcasts. If you have Android, you can download the Podbean app and download it through that. If you'd like to follow us on Twitter, our Twitter handle is @IHN Show. If you'd like to help us make the show better and easier for us to produce and in turn be more productive, please support us on Patreon. Link to that down below. If you'd like to contact the show, it is ihnshow@gmail.com, and that will be in the description and on the outro screen, along with our link to our Patreon page. If you'd like to start a conversation in the comments, please do so. We're just requesting there's no mean or vulgar language.
Racism, politics, and sexism is not allowed.
Nice job there. You're right on the money. Just use common sense before you type. Don't forget, you want to bring up the Red Wings game again?
On Friday, March 29 at 7 p.m. Eastern.
7:30.
Oh, it starts at 7:30?
Weekday games generally start at 7:30.
Oh, you're right. Griffin's games are 7.
Griffin's games are always 7.
At 7:30 p.m. Eastern, the producer, and I are at LCA to watch the Dreadwings host the Sinners. If you guys see us, come say hi. Please do. Don't hesitate to ask.
That'd be great.
If you want to ask us anything either, too. So please do.
All right. The white flag is in the air. Do you have anything else to add, Harold?
I do have something to add on Google here, and Kenny Schrader's 33 blue car looks something similar to this. Is it in the shot?
Yeah, a little bit. If you could get a little bit closer.
A little bit closer?
There you go.
Alright, now if you guys, the car here, if you look closely, I don't know if you can see it, but the red lining for his 33 blue car wasn't there. I think it was, and for the number 2, the outline, I think it was this shade of blue, but it was a different sponsor, and the back of the car and the hood was painted blue. It was blue, white, gray, and black were its colors, so it looks similar to this of what's in my simulator game. So I don't know why on Google Images, but I just could not find it for some reason.
I don't know.
So, other than that, that's all I got to say.
So, alright. Let me see what I got cruising here. Third race of the 17-race IndyCar season is Sunday, April 7th at 4 p.m. Eastern at Barber Motorsports Park and NBCSN. And the 7th race of the 36th race, should be 33, race of the NASCAR points season is Sunday, March 31st at 3 p.m. Eastern at Texas Motor Speedway on Fox, also known as
the Big Boy Network.
Don't forget those races. Have a great rest of your weekend. See us at the game.